to another episode of Not Forcing Vibe Show. I'm your host, MDO, and also this my co-host, as always, my bro Ham D-Way.
What's going on? What's going on, good people? Welcome back.
What's going on, bro Ham?
And not much, man. Cooling
All
on this
right.
good Saturday with this beautiful weather, man.
Yeah, sound about right. That sound about right. Yeah, man. So all this other news and stuff we ain't we gotta get in on. We
Yeah,
missed out on our day yesterday.
for
Had a
sure.
couple
For
things
sure.
happening. Friday 13th. A lot of BS going
Yeah,
on Friday 13th. So hey, I felt like with all the BS going on, it's like might as well just chill on out. Just let it be what it's gonna be.
for sure. For sure.
Yeah,
Go on
we'll
in.
catch up. We'll catch up. We'll get back on the record schedule.
Yeah, how
So
you feeling though, bro?
I'm good right now, man. I'm all right. You know, still got a little back stuff going on, but I'm good, bro.
Hey, hey.
I'm-
It takes its
mhm.
time, man. Gotta run its course.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, man.
for sure.
But that's what's up, man. It definitely a lot of things been going on with the NBA and a lot of things that have been going on relationship wise. So it's a good thing to have some good conversation. So
Boy, you talking about a lot going on with the NBA, definitely, boy. Whole lot going on,
yeah,
boy.
yeah,
Yeah, we got a
yeah,
good one. We got a good one for y'all today, though. Definitely, y'all.
for sure.
Um, also remember to subscribe and like to help with the visibility of the show as well, y'all. We appreciate y'all coming in. For the ones who
Hmm.
are already in, if you're not in, hey, we here. We
Yeah,
here.
man. Like and subscribe. Hit that button at the bottom, man. That's how
Mm-hmm.
you support the show. That's how the show flourishes, and this how we keep this thing going, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
What you got, bro?
So basically, hold on, let me get to it. So basically, all the talk about the Bam Adebayo 83-point game, and that doesn't happen, and then you got other stuff we're gonna get into. But we want to start with this 83-point record Bam Adebayo
Yeah,
set.
yeah.
So March 10th, 2026, Bam Adebayo delivered one of the greatest individual performances in the NBA history, scoring 83 points in the Miami Heat's 150-129 victory over Washington Wizards. This historic outburst is the second most points ever scored in a single NBA game, trailing only Wilt Chamberlain 100-point record and surpassing Kobe Bryant 81-point mark. What you think about this, bro?
This is what I think about it. People said it couldn't be done, and look what happened. You know what I mean? That the thing about it is, bro. You know what I mean? Although it's first off, he's a specimen in his own, but
yeah,
he's one
definitely.
of the, I don't want to say one of the last, but one of the unexpected that I think that'll take it that far. I say that. Like he was unexpected. Like, you know what I mean? Watching that game and seeing what he did and dominated the game the way he did. I don't care how you got to 83. You got to 83. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And if you looked at how, or at the end of the game when he finished that game, how drenched this gentleman was, man, that was a hard 83 still, even though he made it look easy against a sorry ass Washington Wizards. I'm sorry to say it, man. I'm watching them boys today play against Boston, man, and
Ah.
they let man, what's the gentleman, the center they have now? I don't want to butcher his name, but
Oh, you talking about Alex Sarr?
not Star. Sar the sorry one. I hate to say it, even though he in the NBA, you know what I mean? Nobody really sorry, but the way they playing and the strategy they using against Boston today,
Mm-hmm.
man, that junk is so trash. Like, I can't think of the dude name. I wish I can find it if you can look it up for me. But at least give me his number, you know what I mean, jersey number.
Mm-hmm.
But long story short, this gentleman, the center for the Boston Celtics, already is roughly at 20 points before halftime. You know what I mean? That tells you enough. And this dude only averaged 4.5 points a game. And they playing against Washington today. Washington, if this dude really want to, he's really on pace to score 40 points. You got 20 at the half, easily. Like easy bucket.
And hold on. You say it's Boston? Boston playing right now?
Boston is going against Washington Wizards right now. Halftime, the gentleman had roughly 20 points, man. And it's so funny because you got Trae Young out there and he being so passive, you know what I mean? And I don't know if it's just the energy of playing around lower tier talent, but it's affecting his game too. Because first off, he's not being more aggressive with his shooting, but yet when he do shoot, because he was 1 for 6 going into halftime roughly. I think he's 1 for 6 or 2 for 7, somewhere around there, having a rough game. And it's not even looking good for him. And the funny part about it is everybody there doesn't play any defense. So you got to think about it. You picked up Trae Young, who doesn't play any defense. So the little defense Trae Young give you tells you how sorry these damn Wizards are. Man, that junk trash, but bam, see why you got goddamn 83. You should have scored 100. Like, for real. Like, he should have scored 100, man. Like,
yeah.
Looking at how terrible that game was.
That's my only thing
today's
with that
game too.
Yeah. So let me get to this real quick. Okay, we got 114 people in here right now. Like I said, we appreciate everybody coming in, man. We want y'all to like and subscribe to the show. It helps with the visibility of the show. Like I said, we appreciate y'all coming in, definitely.
Yeah.
But yeah, to get back to that though, bro, what you talking about with Bam Adebayo? Listen, this is my thing about the record. Don't get me wrong. He did his thing. He got to 83. But the thing is, he's still a runner up. It's not like he scored 100 or nothing like that.
Correct.
Like I keep trying to tell people, everybody want to keep making this big old thing about him scoring 83, like he just broke 100 points or he scored 101 points or something like that. Like, dude, it's 83. You still a runner up. You didn't really set a record. You in second place. And like I said, it was still amazing to me to see it though. And I still congratulate him on that because, like I said, it's not a lot of people in the world walking around saying they're scoring 83 points in the game.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let alone we talking about this the NBA. This ain't no scrub league or nothing. This is the NBA we talking about. So that's why I'm just like, bro, I'm not knocking none of it. But once again, we're gonna say this. This is the Washington Wizards we talking about. Once again. We ain't talking about like they played the Lakers or they played the Spurs or somebody like that. They ain't played nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? That would have made sense. But if he would have dropped 83 in them games, we'd be like, oh, no, he dropped 83 on them. And those are some legit teams right now. You feel me? So they ain't like no teams you can push over and whoop their ass like the Wizards took one.
Yeah. I really think if Wemby played him right now, he would probably break that shit and score 100. Like, I'm just looking at their defense, their strategy, defense wise. I'm looking at how he plays, and I see why he went second overall in that type of draft. He still lacks certain things in his game and defensively. And it's like he's not even present defensively, even though he averaged like 2 blocks a game. You can just, man, I was looking at his stats, dude. Probably gets like 4 rebounds a game, somewhere around there. Like, for you to be that top tier of a talent or draft that high, you would expect more from what he's supposed to bring to the table. But after looking at this game today, man, you know what I mean? Like I say, I still respect them as NBA players, man. There's some talented people, but when NBA players play against other NBA players, you can tell the elite from the average. And you got the average NBA player and you got the elite NBA player. And Washington Wizards, they're looking like a G League.
and that's what I said. I told somebody on my boy radio show the other morning, like I told him. I said to me, and I know he took it somewhere because he from the DC area, so you know. I told him, I said, they look like a high school team out there playing with them right now. He was like, man, you call them a high school team though, man. Like I said, but we're gonna say they're like a G League team. Only
No.
thing I'm telling y'all, it didn't look like it was any competition out there.
Mm-mm.
You get what I'm saying? At some point, I felt like y'all should have been throwing some double teams at them or something, triple team them or whatever you got to do. But you shouldn't let nobody just goddamn go off and just go 83 like that. I'm just saying.
Look, man,
You know what I
that is
mean?
that is disrespectful to call them a high school level or a
Hey,
high
hey,
school
hey!
team.
I'm just
But
saying. I'm just saying. And I went back on it. I walked it back and I told him. I said
for
G League.
sure.
We'll give them G League. All
But
right.
but but the thing about it now, I can say the Washington Wizards is using a full bench. Like, they're using every player on the bench and scouting and scoping out every player. You know what I mean? I don't know if this is the new level of how Trey Young going to play until next season. He gets some assistance or some help, or if Anthony Davis actually play, or you know what I mean, ride the wave of the bench the whole time.
Mm,
But if Trey Young going to consistently play within the parameters of passing, not being aggressive, it's going to be real tough. You know what I mean? And his game is only going to fall even shorter of getting the W each game because, like I say, I don't want to keep putting it out there or keep giving a negative uh, connotation behind when I say Trey Young, but that
mm.
L is on his ass right now. It's on his ass, bro. Like the team that he went to, and you could tell the look on his face, like, you know what I mean? You're excited to go to Washington, but now you see the talent around Washington.
Yeah.
Um, you wish you would have stayed in Atlanta and not been so adamant about getting the trade at one point.
Well, I'm not gonna say he's saying that he want to stay in Atlanta because he just posted something the other day saying y'all laughing right now, but wait till next season. And he posted up him and Anthony Davis and Sar. So I'm like, okay. Listen, bro. Listen, I'm like, okay. Hey, listen. If he feel like that team's gonna be able to do something this year, which, like I say, it's a possibility. Hey, they make a run that can get them in the playoffs or the play in this year. I I can kind of see that a little bit, but I don't know how much big of a difference would it be with them having, you know what I'm saying, whatever change
Nah.
it is with them three that he just put up in that picture like that, as if I just don't know, bro. I'm just
First
gonna say
off,
that because
I don't think Anthony Davis want to play that many minutes to even get them to the playoff throughout the season. So I don't believe in next season for Washington Wizards. You know what I mean? And think about it. For a person to score 81 or 83 points, I say, for them to score currently 83 points in this season, you're telling me next season it's all just about to be a whole new regime, a whole change in concept and the way you approach the game, and y'all gonna be a playoff contender? No, no. You allow one player on right now, they're not even contending for the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, in Miami. So if you allow this one player to score 83 points, and they're pretty much not in contention for the playoff right now, how in the heck you gonna think about next season of being playoff contenders or being some form of fashion a relevant team to be scared of, man? Like, I don't see it. Like, you might be a relevant team when you play against Atlanta. You might have something to prove when you play them,
yeah,
but you can score as many points as you want against Atlanta. And if you're behind lose, it is all worthless. That's the whole point. It is all
crazy.
worthless. So it makes no difference because the way they playing, man, I'm looking at them against Boston, and Boston really is not even playing all the way up to their level. And they playing a lot of their bench players against them, and they looking dominant. So I'm sorry. That just shows like the organization, the coaching, the schemes, the talent. right now they got a lot of work to do, man. They don't have no chemistry. People being airballing the 3-pointer, airballing jump shot. Even Trey Young airball one. Like, think about it, man.
No, but I hear what you're saying, but I'm gonna say this though, D-Way, and this is something I think. No, I'm not gonna say people ain't thought about, but this could happen next season. We already done talked about how Houston Rockets had the issue with KD. KD from the DC area. He from out there in that DMV area.
Mm-hmm.
So imagine Kevin Durant some way magically making his way to Washington and playing for the Wizards.
Nope.
I'm just saying, just listen though. Now, I'm just throwing that out there because honestly, like I said, you seen how much movement was going on with the trading this year.
Right.
So we don't know what the free agency gonna look like, and we damn sure don't know what the trade's gonna look like either on the off season. So with a lot of stuff that don't happen in this season already, we don't know what everything's gonna look like, you know what I'm saying, going into this summer. So we gotta see how that look first. But I say this though, Washington, well, any team in the NBA got potential to be better. That's one thing we do know.
Oh yeah.
Any team in the NBA got a possibility of being better. It happens. But for what we see right now, yeah, this shit is terrible. So
come on, man. Washington can't even play defense, man. So you telling me KD want to go somewhere, leaving a young team, unless he's forced out? I don't see him saying, "Man, I would rather go to DC." You know what I mean? And play with a team that's in a rebuilding stage. Like, shoot, you gonna have to go find some real veterans that still got that go getter in them to revamp that whole squad to me. You know what I mean? And they got to be defensive minded, but also still have some offensive talent. So it's kind of like you got to think about it. You got Trey Young there that doesn't play defense. So you got to bag him up on every situation if he get blue pad. Then you got Anthony Davis, you know what I mean, going through his case of injury. So you're only going to get a good 25 games maybe out of him. And this is out of 82 games. So you got to really think about it. Like, and that, like I said, that's if Anthony Davis if he want to play.
Yeah.
Because
true.
he didn't even look like he wanted to be in Dallas. After he left LA, he didn't look like he wanted to play in Dallas. And honestly, he probably ain't gonna want to play in Washington at this point in his career. Not after seeing 83 points being dropped on his team, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to come in an organization and say, you know what, I'm about to turn this around, man. You go out there and damn near another person, they just trying you every night. Like, your team is a confidence builder team for another player, man. Like, they out there shooting threes left and right now today, building confidence for the bench. Like, come on, man. It just got to make it make sense. And after I seen that game, I was like, I see why 83 points got dropped on y'all. It should have been a whole 100 points.
They didn't want that man in Dallas. I can see. Oh, they didn't want that man in Dallas. Can you blame them? Yeah, they did. Yeah, they definitely didn't want him in Dallas. They was pissed after that Luka Doncic trade though. That right there, it was already like you can tell, like you know how you go to another job and you expect to come to the other job with a better let's say this expectations, not expectation, but your expectation of the job, you're thinking it's better than the last one you're leaving from. So you know when you go to another company or something, you're like, oh, it's gonna be better than the last place. And you come in and everybody kind of like just look at you, be like, oh, we got somebody new in, and it's kind of like a fresher breath, a new breath there, whatever, however you want to say it.
Yeah, a new breath of fresh air.
Yeah, breath of fresh air coming in. It didn't feel that way when he came to Dallas. It was like, oh hell no, y'all don't traded us and gave us this goddamn tomato can. What the hell it is? Like y'all tripping, bro.
There you go.
I know y'all didn't just send this man over here. like he finna come save the organization or something, bro. And don't get me wrong, AD as when he's healthy, oh, he's a beast. Don't get me wrong. But in that moment in time, you traded him for somebody like Luka, which Luka's got that on. He on this shit right now. He out here doing that thing. You feel me?
Yeah,
So
but come on, man. Can't like AD loves to play help defense, man. At this point in his career, he's a help defense type of guy. He's not no person that want to play that one-on-one and defend the player and then have to go on the offensive end and have to dominate. He can't even play both sides of the court without having some form of an injury that he has to rehab during the season. Now, everybody go through the injuries. You know what I mean? It's 82 games. You're going to have something you have to rehab. But he's at an age now, like, come on now. Like I said, I really felt like nobody wanted, like the organization might have wanted him in Dallas, but the fans didn't. But yet with that situation occurring, you know what I mean, they was hoping that AD was still gonna be quite healthy because when he was with the Lakers, he wasn't out of games as much. Like, he played injured a lot, but he wasn't missing as many games as when he ended up going to Dallas. And then when he went to Dallas, man, that dude barely was on the floor, man. Like, you might see him a few games, kind of felt like it's intentional. And now, as you seeing his career and the longevity of it, he's still like a highly spoken person in the league as far as his talent. But look at where his trajectory in teams he getting traded to. Now you're getting traded into below level teams. Like, now you left Dallas, which was on their way moving downward on a downward trend. But at least you had Kyrie Irving, which they didn't even get to play together. Now he got traded to Washington. You know what I mean? Your ass about to end up over there in Sacramento where all the retirees at. You know what I mean? That just your last stop before you pretty much depart from the league.
But I'm gonna be honest. You said Sacramento. Now, don't get me wrong. Sacramento, they bad. They bad this year. But I'm gonna say this: Sacramento's one of those teams that literally they have their seasons where they actually, you know what I'm saying, they had their runs. They had their good years, and sometimes they don't. But with Sacramento though, and I'm gonna say about this year particularly, I think most of theirs been played on injuries just in general this year.
No doubt.
So no, but I'm saying you can't really say Sacramento's like a sorry team though, bro. They actually got some players over there. Just them injuries, they all fucked up over there, bro. They all messed up over there.
But I'm not trying to say they're not talent there. I said that's the retirement home, so it's like citizen home. Like,
I ain't gonna call it retirement home, bro.
That's the place you go where, god dang it, you know what I mean? You know your ass, you know you injury prone.
But I ain't calling it a retirement home though. I doubt it's a retirement home, bro.
It is, bro. Like that's where you start getting your 401k, your IRAs. You start looking at all those things and preparing for retirement because
no, you going too far now, boy.
I'm being honest, bro. You got Russell Westbrook there, bro.
You going too far
like
now.
You got all your premier players are headed over there to Sacramento. You know what I'm saying? Like and like I said, they still have some good talent. But look who's there right now. You know what I mean? If AD end up there, bro, might well go ahead get prepared to get his goddamn lazy boy.
And that's what I'm saying. You see, she said basically the Kings, they are all injuries and they can't keep a good coach there, which is true. And that's really most of their issues, trying to keep a good coach there. And then my boy Will, I see you, my boy Will, I see you in here. He said everybody's hurt. And that's like I said, the injuries is what's plaguing that team over there. And a lot of times it's the injuries over there for them anyway.
They're an older team. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But you're calling them an older team as if them older players on them teams just don't be hooping. You got Russell Westbrook over there.
Not hooping. Oh, what I'm saying is availability. You only can win from availability, bro. If you got one player, let's say, one of your players on there, Russell Westbrook, get injured. You know what I mean? That took away from some form of chemistry or some opportunity to win. and then you got another star player that's playing right now, like DeRozan. Or DeRozan get hurt, then Westbrook come back. Shoot, they mess around and get AD one day or something like that, or another retiree that's headed on his way out the game. Think about it, man. That place right there, they got talent. I'm not taking away from a hooper is a hooper, but you got to look at it.
It's just the elements
too.
that's in front of them, bro. And like I said, I'm
Yes.
looking at their record. They 16-51. Now and listen,
That's what I'm talking about.
yeah, they it's terrible. It's a terrible record. But what I'm saying is, I don't think it would be as bad if it wasn't for their main core players are injured, bro.
But
You got Zach LaVine out, you got Sabonis down, and that's a big hit when you lose two players like that, bro.
But what I'm saying
Those ain't no
is,
dudes that you just be like, oh, we gonna goddamn be competing in the playoffs in the Western Conference, and those two main guys are down. Oh no, bro.
This is 16 out of 50 something games.
D-Way, those are big pieces though. You talking about,
That's
man?
just like, man, no, come on now, man. We
I'm
know
just being real, bro.
Wins matter, man. So
we understand the wins matter, but what
lie.
I'm telling you, you're missing basically how many points between those two? You're missing almost basically 50 to 60 points, depending on how they play per night.
Correct.
Between them two.
You missing them, and they're gonna keep missing them because these are older players. I'm telling you. That's the point I'm making. Like, just like AD, that's an older player. You mess around and go to Sacramento, yes, they're gonna find room for you because you can make up for another injured player that's going out.
But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this about Sacramento though. They've been competing. That's one thing I can say. They have been competing. I watched some of them games the last couple of weeks now.
Sure.
They're competing though. See, that's the difference. You can't say that about the Wizards. The Wizards are not competing, bro.
Yes, they are. Oh,
man, yes, please, bro.
Yes, they are.
Oh, man. Boy.
Yes, they are. Hey, it might not be competing on an NBA level. That's my point. Though.
You can't say
they're playing.
They're playing. Yeah, you're right. They're playing. I said competing.
But listen, just like we can have a sob story for the Kings, that is 15 wins out of 82
but like
games,
I said,
man.
Injuries plaguing their team right now.
It don't matter, man. So that is 15. That is 15.
I get what you're saying, bro. But when you got injuries like that, bro, when those two players, they're not like some dudes that some role players. No, these are star players, bro. They're down.
And I ain't calling them. I said they're injury prone. That's why I said they are retirees. These injuries are plaguing them from playing on elite level teams. So guess where you end up at? You end up at the Citizen Home, which is Sacramento.
That's not a Citizen Home, bro.
You know what I mean? Where in Sacramento, you got to take your vitamins at a certain time. You got to get sleep at a certain time. All the stuff they do at the nursing home. You know what I mean?
Like I said, bro.
The goddamn water boy, the water girl might wear the little nursing, the white nursing outfit when they come over there. You know what I mean? You pop your vitamin before you goddamn play the next quarter or something. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, these folks, that's just how the body works. You get older and it breaks down. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm looking at it.
That's what I'm saying. He's saying
it ain't taking away from their talent, bro. They are talented players. It's just their body can't hold up for a whole season. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, even for Washington. I'm not saying they're not talented, but
Washington actually, I'm telling you, they're not competing though, bro. You have to understand what I mean by that.
They missing shots, they airballing, man. I'm looking at the game.
If
they competing, bro.
If your team is actually trying to, you can tell when the team's trying to win, bro. You can tell when the team's trying to win.
They trying, man, but they ain't looking good.
That lineup, bro, just the lineup they got there, man, listen, you know damn well that's not a winning lineup. I don't give a damn if Trae Young is out there playing. That's not a winning lineup right now, bro. Period. In any season right now, that's not a winning lineup, bro.
They're not even playing selfish basketball. I can tell if you ain't
it don't matter if they playing. It don't matter if they playing damn team basketball. That shit's not for the NBA right now. That's G League.
Yeah.
That's G League, bro. You don't throw a G League team out there in the damn NBA. Not doing a regular NBA. Not that. No.
Hey, but you gotta give them a shot.
You're gonna get spanked. You're gonna get spanked every night like they getting spanked right now.
You gotta give them a shot. Shoot.
And they record what? 16-49 right now. Hell. They on a 10-game losing streak.
They got more games than the Kings. They won more than the Kings, dog.
The Kings are 16-51. The Kings played more
I thought you said they
games.
were 15.
No,
50.
16-51. Washington is 16-49. They're gonna be 16-50 after the damn night. So you got to think about it,
neck
bro.
and neck. They got to play against each other to see who.
But they're on a 10-game losing streak. That's why I said it's a difference when you know a team is competing. But I'm looking at the Kings. The Kings is at least 4-6 in the last 10. You get what I'm saying? So they ain't like they out there goddamn just want to get their ass kicked. They trying to win. They just don't have the pieces right now. The guys are hurt too.
Yeah, they got the pieces. They hurt.
And they're hurt, bro. You don't have them. You gotta have certain players on the team when guys like that go down. Don't get me wrong. They got Russell Westbrook there, which he does go out there. He play hard. Every time you see Russell out there, he go out there and play hard. Sure. You got DeMar DeRozan out there. Yeah. He go out and play hard too. Don't get me wrong. But these two also have injuries as well that happens. And you know you can't goddamn just sit up and say, oh, they finna be promised. Definitely goddamn. I can't even say 70 games out of the year. You might be guaranteed with them maybe 45 to 50 if they even get that. You get what I'm saying? So with Zach LaVine being out and Sabonis being out, I think it's somebody else that's hurt over there with them. I think it's Murray. I think he hurt over there too. So you got 3 of your key players not playing.
Oh, I ain't gonna hold that conversation too long, bro. Both of them teams getting their ass stumped out, bro. They getting their ass stumped out this season, bro. It ain't even much of a conversation with them, man.
I hear what you're saying, but
one is has opportunity, and the other one they just not looking up to par at all. Like I said, but at the same time, they both losing.
All right, we get it. That's the conversation.
They both
losing ass teams right now.
Yeah, they getting their ass whooped.
But I'm gonna get back to this conversation about Bam Adebayo. So it's been so much talks about this 83 points, bro. We got fans on certain sides of this situation when this conversation come up about this 83. You got Kobe Bryant fans that are pissed off that he broke. Well, they keep saying he broke the record. It's not a record if you're not the number one goddamn person holding the record. So you got Kobe Bryant fans pissed off that he in second place and Kobe in third place now, which I'm not understanding. Y'all are upset about this man breaking a record that Kobe didn't even break the record his damn self. So it's a runner-up, bro. You're still a runner-up. Yeah. How are y'all pissed off at this man for setting an 83 point, you know what I'm saying, mark? As if he goddamn done broke the actual record. Like, and even if he broke the actual record, that record's been up for like what, maybe 60, I want to say, or 70 years now? Something like that. I'm trying to think. The record been up for a long time, bro. And like I said on the show before, but not even on my show, on one of my shorts I had put up. I don't think nobody's gonna break that 100 record. I don't know how long it's gonna take, but the only person who may get close to it, they may get a chance. And this is going off the eye test. That may get a chance. Is Wemby, Victor Wembanyama. That's the only one I think that may get close to it because he's playing most of his games. He's playing 22 minutes and he putting up 30 points, 18 rebounds, and 5-6 blocks and stuff. Playing 22 minutes. He's not playing. He's not playing like big minutes like that and putting up those numbers. He's playing 22 minutes. That's not even half of the damn game. That's barely even close half of the game. Yeah. So imagine him playing a full game and they putting the ball in his hand like they did with Bam. You think this joker finna goddamn be having 83? Yeah. Shit, man, that man, he finna he might break that record and probably put even more on the top of it to make it even worse. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? This is what I got to say for all the Kobe fans. You know what I mean? All the ones out there tripping. Kobe ended in third place again. Like I say, y'all put him on the list of your GOATs as number 2. Knowing damn well LeBron James number 1. Got Michael Jordan in the number 2 spot with the scoring title. Then it falls down to Kobe Bryant. Now Kobe had the 81-point game, which was iconic.
I remember seeing it when I was back in high school. Um, but once again, somebody came and took the spot. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And people always want to keep uh, this same. I don't know. It just seems like people ain't used to change and understanding that the league is evolving. A lot of the stuff you're going to see, especially at this point, a lot of records is about to be broken. Now, the Wilt Chamberlain 55 rebounds, I don't think that's going to go anywhere. The 100-point game is going to be quite some time for somebody to break it, but it's going to be broken. It's going to be broken. Somebody's going to break it at some point. Bam just showed you how quick this thing can change and the level of game and the difference between an elite player and an average NBA player. If you make a team full of average players and they can go against this one elite player, he can just dominate it by himself.
Mm-hmm.
So you really have to pay attention to how this league is changing because the format of how people are playing, the talent. First off, we're in the league where there's no defense. And they Washington Wizards showed you with no defense moving into the future, there's going to be somebody that's going to come close to even just knocking it out the box. You know what I mean? I'm seeing the league as what it is right now. If you got people in there that don't care about playing defense, one thing I can commend one team that's doing well at that is the Atlanta Hawks. Them boys are playing defense.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota, they play good defense. You know what I mean? You got a couple other teams out there that play very good defense. But like I said, it's only a few, and it's only a few players. So you got to look at what the times are. You're going to see this score go up so high at some point that it's just going to be unbearable to watch the game because at some point all that scoring gets old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like when the NFL did all that and moved the goalpost to how many games they're going to play per year. Then when they move that up to how many games they're going to play per year, how they trying to protect the quarterback, protect the goddamn wide receivers. Now look at all the records in the NFL getting broke. And it's getting shattered. You know what I mean? So the NBA is getting to that same level. And you know what I mean? Unfortunately, we're gonna see how the league continues and grow behind it. But I don't know, man. If you ain't got nobody that's passionate to play both sides of the ball, man, the league just gonna fall apart with just a whole bunch of scores and no defense. And I hate to watch a game like that.
Well, I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. So, in the case of the matter, speaking about this 83-point thing, man, congrats to Bam Adebayo, man. Like I said, it ain't too many people that's walking on this planet that plays basketball can score 83 points, number one. But number
Mm-hmm.
two, for him to do it in the NBA is a whole nother thing. But
Mm-hmm.
number three, it's still not the record. It's still not the record.
Yeah.
So, it's still a runner-up.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it don't matter about the 83. I'm not knocking nothing he did. It was impressive to me. It was still amazing to me, but it's still not 100 or 101 points. We gonna say
Mm-hmm.
you got to beat the actual record. That's all I'm saying. So everybody who's pissed off and mad about the fact that he got a couple more points higher than Kobe, dude, come on, man. Let that man kill that noise, man. Come on. All right, man. Next subject, bro. Next subject, bro. Let's get to it. So we switching up to another sport, man, boxing, man. So, uh, as of March 2026, Floyd Mayweather has officially announced he is ending his 9-year retirement to resume his professional career, putting his perfect 50-0 record on the line. So, what you think about this, bro?
Oh, holy moly. Oh man. Um, dang. We that's I can't believe that one now. That got me flabbergasted at this point, man. Cause that's he coming out of retirement just to go back into a brutal sport. That's a tough one, bro. That's a tough one. I don't know, man. I ain't got much to say. Like, I wish him the best. I'll be here watching. You know what I mean? Because I know that's gonna be a good fight. Um, but dang,
But I'm gonna say this. So but let me get to this point. So I'm gonna say this. So his fights is one of them is in the spring, basically somewhere around April the 25th. He have an exhibition match against heavyweight icon Mike Tyson.
oh fuck
Um,
no.
yeah, you find Mike Tyson
He
April
tripping.
25th.
No, no.
His other fight would be in June. Supposedly, it's an exhibition fight. Supposedly,
Mm,
you don't know if it's going to be an actual fight yet. Supposedly, he got another exhibition that's in June. You
mm,
find the 18-time world champion kickboxer Mike Zambaris.
mm.
So that's another
So
one for him. So he's gonna box a damn kickboxer, which I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with him doing this, but um if you come out of retirement, I'm thinking you're gonna be fighting some actual fighters. Um the third one, September 19th, he has an actual and September 19th he's actually fighting an actual real fight in September 19th. This one was against his professional rematch against longtime rival Manny Pacquiao. Now, we all know about this one. I'm gonna say this. I kind of don't want to see that fight again. I really
no,
don't.
no,
I really don't want to see that fight
no.
again. I rather actually see him fight one of these young dudes. I really do.
Man, get that boy Crawford out of retirement and they go at it.
But I don't think Crawford want to do it out of just respect, from what I heard. I don't think he
Man,
wants to do this out of respect. But
but
but if he don't get Crawford or somebody like that, I want to see him fight one of those younger dudes, man. I don't want to see him fight no more of these doggone Manny Pacquiao's no more, bro. Like, dude, you don't beat this man. I don't know how many damn times. I
yeah,
think he fought him twice, didn't he already?
yeah,
So
something
something
like
like that.
that.
But whatever
Yeah.
it is, bro, I don't want to see that fight again because the only thing
Mm-mm.
you're doing is you putting on a whole, you know what I'm saying? I get it. The whole boxing thing is to not get hit and
Yeah,
not get hit.
yeah.
So my thing is, we get it, bro. You is a defensive mastermind when it comes to boxing.
Mhm.
But, bro, every time you try to fight Manny Pacquiao, it's like two old men and they're just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had a little argument at the damn bar. And then
Mhm.
now y'all had a disagreement. It's like now it's time to fight, man. Fuck this, let's fight, man. And the only thing you see two of them just kind of just one of them just kind of just like, well, I'm waiting on you to swing first. No, you swing first. No, you swing first. No, bro, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. I want to
It's
see a live. I want to see a live person in that mug
yeah,
that's gonna goddamn put something on your ass. I understand
yeah,
it's dangerous, but bro, this what you signed up for. This what you
yeah.
saying you come back out of retirement for.
Because you got to think about it, man. Like when Holyfield, um, Mike Tyson was fighting at their older ages, man, they still went against younger fighters, bro.
Mm.
And they didn't sit over here and try to run away from that competition. Especially Holyfield, man. That dude was still out there for so long. Shoot, you could even say George Foreman. You know what I mean? When he went back and won the heavyweight championship, like um, man, if you're gonna go out on your shield, man, do it accordingly, man. Do it the right way. You know what I mean? You left boxing the right way. Now you coming back like Jake Paul. You know what I mean? You basically doing the money grab. I understand, you trying to fight Mike Tyson. You know what I mean? That's a good situation to financially make money between y'all two. Um, Pretty much all the other fights a good financial situation to make money, but
Yeah.
it's like, man, do not what I want to say, do not mess up the integrity of the sport. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not mess up the integrity of it. You know what I mean? We still got good boxers out there. It's Jake Jake Paul or you know what I mean, whatever his name, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, whatever his name is. You know what I mean? He already did enough to where he showed another form of income you can make with it. But that little run he had has came to an end, and you see how that ended.
But I'm gonna say this. I also read up on Jake Paul too today.
Mhm.
Which this is outside of the topic of what we talking about, but it's in the realm of boxing still. Jake Paul
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be fighting Tommy Fury again. He having a rematch against him again,
And
which he literally said he said he really don't want to fight him again. But I get the reason why he wouldn't want to fight him again because you don't want to get his ass whooped again because he lost.
man, the
He
dude
lost to
just
him.
he just got his jaw broke.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You going back in with an actual professional. Once again, this is not nobody that's some amateur that you just picked up off of MMA or somebody who a basketball player, you know what I'm saying, that's a slam dunk champion that you don't knock clean slap out. No, it's
Mm-hmm.
nobody like that, bro. You fighting actual professionals, which you should have been fighting in the first place if you claimed you're trying to be a professional.
Yeah.
So in the case of the matter, him going back in fighting Tommy Fury again, which I like the idea of him doing it again because y'all got this beef so much and y'all still going back and forth. Get back in the ring with him again. Get back in the ring with him again. He's in your weight division. He's an actual
Mhm.
boxer, and he beat you. So run it
Nah,
back again.
man, that's a waste. That's a waste of TV. I'm
And
sorry. For
to
me,
me, to
for
me, it's
me, it
not
is.
because he's from that Tommy Fury's from the UK. He's
Yeah,
with he's the brother of Tyson Fury. All
but
that
he's
stuff
a
still.
professional boxer, though.
Yeah, he's a professional boxer too, and that's what I'm saying.
So,
All this to me, like I said, is it's a good build up. It'll be entertaining because, like I said, it's beef there. It's beef there. So it's like, okay, let's see it again. I want to see it
mhm,
again. It was good when I seen it the first time.
mhm.
So for me, it's kind of like I actually watch it. I like it. I
I
want to
don't
see
know.
it again.
I don't like it because what's really going on? Once you already seen the man get knocked out,
He didn't get
and
knocked out though, but it's the point I'm just saying.
no, I'm talking about as far as when Jake Paul just fought. What's the gentleman name?
Oh, you talking about AJ
Anthony Joshua.
after Joshua? Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
When you get
man.
those type of concussed bouts that you have and you potentially get knocked out, man, that leads to more issues later on, man. And like I said, you going to whether he go into a fight of his weight class, just look at what's about to happen again, man. That means you're going to be preconditioned to being knocked out again. You
Mm.
know what I mean? It happened with Deontay Wilder when he started getting knocked out. You just start seeing more of it. You know what I mean? When there was a time he wasn't, and he stood 10 toes down through the whole fight. But now you see he's been more prone to being knocked out in fight.
Well, well,
And,
well,
and
well.
them
Since you're
injuries ain't
speaking
no
on
joke.
Deontay Wilder, you know he fighting Derek Zero.
Yeah. Yeah.
So my thing is that's another fight right there. That's gonna be some eyes is gonna be on that one, which I want to see
Mm-hmm.
that one too. But
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, I want to see it because I feel like Deontay Wilder. I feel like he might be motivated again. I feel like he is, but Derek Chisora, he's not one of the ones that you can go in and play with though. This ain't one of them fights that you go in and be like, oh shit, I'm going in and just get that bag. No, Derek
Mm-hmm.
Chisora gonna come in. He finna bring them things on you, bro. Like
Mm-hmm.
you gonna have to really actually fight him because he coming to fight. He ain't one of them boxers that's gonna be like coming in just doing a little something, throw a jab here, a jab there. No,
Mm-hmm.
bro, hitting them ribs. Bro, goddamn throwing them dang haymakers, and he trying to knock you out.
Right. Right.
He's
Right.
trying to knock you out. So now I feel like Deontay Wilder. I know he know Derek Chisora, and I know they cool and everything. But bruh, it's one of them fights I want to really see him going in and really got them using that right hand and knocking somebody's ass out. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. Yeah. I want to see him come back and reclaim his spot. You know what I mean? I think he's well deserving of it. But I don't know, man. Like I said, he done had a rough couple of fights. Last couple of fights was real rough. So I just hope he come back better than ever. You know what I mean? I seen a couple of his interviews and how he spoke on certain things he was going through. So
Mm-hmm.
hopefully in the best state of mind to kind of focus on the boxing and you know what I mean, get the craft of fighting back to where it was. You know what I mean? So he can get back to the top because he was one of them ones I wanted to see like really go further. You know what I mean? Shoot, I got his picture on my wall. Man. Shoot, I ain't gonna lie. He was one of the biggest things since Mike Tyson at one point to me.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he was on his way.
Yeah.
Which he still gonna be in the history book somewhere.
Oh
Like
yeah, he already got a
his knockout
statue. So.
ratio, that shit ridiculous. I was just literally telling them on my boy morning show, man. Like, dude had a 90-something% knockout ratio at one point. Everybody that
Mm-hmm.
he was fighting, he was closing them out, bro. It
Mm-hmm.
wasn't even it wasn't close, bro. You're not even making it out of that damn 12 round bout. Nothing. You getting knocked out. You were fighting Deontay Wilder at one point.
And if you have that high percentage, I can understand why people ran from you. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You still got we gotta think about it. You there for the sport, but you ain't there to get your ass killed. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? You take one shot, man. And as you seen some fighters that happened throughout the years, man, they was paralyzed and all type of stuff that occurred within that boxing ring from just one punch. So
Yeah.
uh now I can understand why some people, you know, they pick their poison very or they very well aware of how they pick their poison. Let's put it that way. You know what I mean? That was not a guy you want to get in the ring, even if you probably won that fight. You going home feeling like you lost still. You know what I mean? With
But
Deontay,
Deontay Wilder,
like
one of them guys though. You already know boxing itself is a dangerous sport just in general.
for sure.
So at the end of the day, you know you going in that ring. It's a possibility your ass may not even make it back out the ring. It's a
Hmm.
possibility it can happen.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
like I said, this is what you signed up for. Just like Floyd Mayweather, this is
Hmm.
what you signed up for. We understand you 50 something years old and you trying to get back out there. Which I've been hearing a lot of talks with that. A lot of people keep saying they hope it's not for the money or something like that. Man, you already know it's for the money. That's
There's
what any
money, bro.
that's any boxer. Any boxer who fighting is they there for that money, first of all.
That's a part of his
So,
name, man. What
yeah,
y'all not what you don't understand is Money Mayweather.
I'm trying to tell
Like
you.
you got to think about it. We
It's
put that
about the
first.
money, first of all. But the
Yeah,
problem is I have with it, even though it's about the money, is you coming back with the intentions of coming in there to actually put hands on somebody.
yeah. I think
That's my
he,
thing.
I think he is, but it's the people that you're competing against. That's the issue. Like man, come on now, man. You going to fight Mike Tyson, man? Like whether you have a flawless performance against Mike Tyson, do you really want to beat up on that man?
That Mike Tyson fight, I'm gonna tell you this right now. I'm gonna say this: Mike Tyson always got a puncher's chance. It doesn't matter who he
Oh,
fights or whoever it is.
but
I
do you want to beat up on that man? You get what I'm saying?
do you think? But this is what I'm about to say. Do you actually think it's gonna be him beating up on Mike Tyson or Mike Tyson beating up on his ass?
I think he's going to beat up on Mike Tyson. You got to understand, Mayweather is a person that does not want to be hit.
It don't matter about him not wanting
So,
to be
so,
hit.
so
You're
think
gonna
of
be in a dog fight with somebody that's live
nah,
now.
but
Now
oh
that's
look,
if Mike
man,
Tyson
he's
come in with that same attitude that we know of him to be. But if
no,
he's not
listen,
gonna be the
oh,
one that we seen that was against James Paul, we don't want to see that. We don't want to see
oh,
that.
he did it. He even did that with
Or Roy Jones, no,
Roy Jones.
he put some hands on Roy Jones. I don't
He
know what
put
you talking about,
hands
bro.
on him, but bro, they
If
were
he be
tired.
anything like he
Oh
was against Roy Jones, bro, I think Mayweather he gonna have a problem, bro. If he anything like he was with Roy Jones, he gonna have a
no,
problem, bro. I
no,
guarantee you.
no,
Nah, bro, you
no.
didn't. You mustn't
No.
watch that fight,
I
bro.
watched the whole fight, man. The stamina was
Shit,
down for
man,
both of
listen.
them, man. They were tired, man. Mayweather
I
is
hear what you're
in
saying. The
immaculate
stamina is
shape.
probably down, but what I'm telling you is, if Mike Tyson come anything like if he come in that ring anything like he was against what's his name we just talking about Roy Jones.
Mhm.
Think about it, bro. That lets me know that no, he comes to really fight. He ain't coming there to damn play like he did with Jake Paul. I'm just gonna say this. This is my opinion. It didn't look like he really wanted to put hands on Jake Paul. Like you can see when he was biting his glove, bro. He was like, I ain't gonna hit this man, bro. I ain't finna hit him with this one because he had threw a punch that really hurt Jake Paul, and I'm like, dude, jump on him, like, bro, it's over. Jump on him. He didn't do it.
But I said against Roy Jones, man. The stamina, man. You're looking at a person with elite stamina in comparison to a person that's still trying to develop their stamina. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They trying to redevelop stamina.
Mm.
So with Mike Tyson going up against Mayweather, Mayweather does not like to be hit. So he's not going to sit there and brawl with you.
But
He's
but
not going to sit in the
but we
pocket
got to
with you out
remember
there
though,
and do
D
that.
Way. We got to remember D Way. This is an exhibition supposedly. I don't know if it's gonna change into an actual fight.
You still getting hit, oh.
No,
It
he
takes
getting
one
hit.
shot.
I get what you're saying. He's still getting hit, but it's an exhibition. We don't know how this fight gonna look for real. It's an exhibition,
I
so
know how it's going to look.
it don't look like it's not counting on neither one of them records. So it's kind of like it's an exhibition right now for what it looks like right now. It's an
Yes.
exhibition.
It's going to be dragged out. Mayweather going to tire Mike Tyson ass out. Mike Tyson going to be tired as hell depending on how many bouts or how many rounds they go. And you just going to see by unanimous decision, it's going to be Mayweather at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Mayweather is not going to walk in there to knock out Mike Tyson.
Nah.
So that's one thing that's not going to happen. Mike Tyson ain't going to walk in there and potentially want to knock out Mayweather. This is basically a fundraiser of a fight. You know what I mean? Like I said, they're marketing themselves to make capital off of it. And like I said, I don't outside of just seeing them as legendary boxers in the ring and getting the youth to have an opportunity to see them fight. Outside of that, man, I deem it pointless. You know what I mean? I'd rather see Mike Tyson fight Evander Holyfield, bro.
I want to see that fight too, though.
I'd rather see that one.
I'm gonna say this though. After seeing Holyfield fight, old boy that was from the MMA in that one bout, when he got knocked out of the ring, it kind of like I really don't want to see Mike Tyson fight that man now because if Mike Tyson hit him good on, if he get one good shot on goddamn Holyfield, bruh.
But I'm talking about if it's just as even as a fundraiser type thing,
I don't even want to
I
see
would
it.
take
I
that
don't.
in the experience. I'm not about to look at first off, Mayweather was never a heavyweight fighter. So why would I want to look at him fight a heavyweight now? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we understand that, but that's the point. It's an exhibition, bro. So it's
That's the whole point I'm
my
trying to
thing is
make, man.
right now.
Would you do that? Would you fight Mike Tyson in your prime? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't even want to step in that ring with Mike Tyson. Now he old as hell. You want
That's
to
the
get in
point
there
I'm
and do an
saying though, D Way.
exhibition on him.
It's just that they're doing the exhibition, and it's just the ideal that now you got two icons in the ring. They're just boxing, and it's not really. It doesn't count to nothing right now on either one of their records at all. So until like I said, if they change something, they make it an actual real fight. And then I don't know, like I said this on my boy's show. I don't know how serious Mike Tyson would take it because in my case, I'm looking at Mike Tyson now. He's doing it because now the money's there. You know what I mean? So for him, it's a win-win regardless if he lose or some win or not. It doesn't matter to him. He's getting paid. In Floyd's case, he's got a lot to lose. He lose that then this TBE stuff that he keep yelling, is he TBE anymore still? You get what I'm saying?
No.
And I don't care who he box. If he lose that off his record, and if it counts to his record, are we still calling him TBE? That's what I'm saying. Are we still calling him that?
I'm sorry, bro. I just can't get the concept, but I don't think I'll be tuning in, man. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not gonna be tuning in to watch that fight.
You probably
It's
won't, but
respected.
a lot of other people will though.
I respect them on what they
A
trying to
lot of other
do for
people
the
will though.
youth
So you
and
might be the only one that won't, but a lot of other people will though.
yeah, like I said, I respect what they trying to do for the youth. I respect what they trying to do. I understand it. You know what I mean? But there are more other competitive fights that are out there that he could have chose. You know what I mean? To see that to show at least the skill level is still there, show that he still got it. You know what I mean? I don't think he should get in the ring with a man that age, man. You know what I mean? The Jake Paul, that worked because, you know what I mean, he's not a pro boxer and you still fighting a pro boxer. These are two pro boxers that are fighting each other. and are iconic. And that I don't see it makes sense. I think he could have chose better. I think he could have found somebody else like near his age range. You know what I mean? He could have chose Shane Mobley or something. You know what I mean? He could have chose some people around that age that still can, you know what I mean, give you a good bout. I don't think he should have chose like
Like I
Mike
said,
Tyson at that age,
I
man.
think those are live dogs though, bro. And I think that's not what he's trying to shoot for right now. Because most of those boxers, especially like you said, Shane Mosley,
Mhm.
they still got a grudge against Floyd. You know that. So in the case of the matter, they're not trying to sit up here and try to just well, in Floyd case, he's not trying to put nobody in there that's going to be a live dog at some point in the ring right now. But let's get to this next topic, bro.
Mhm.
Let's get to this next topic, bro. Okay, so we're gonna shift gears to the relationship stuff, man. So
Mhm.
this is one of the questions. So how important it is to have religion in today's dating scene, relationships, and marriages? How important you think it is to have that?
Mm, I won't necessarily say religion. I say spiritual. You gotta have some spiritual connection uh, with your higher power. You know what I mean? Uh, you know what I mean? Mine's preferably Yahweh. So you gotta have some spiritual connection. You know what I mean? I think religion is kind of being saturated with a lot of other things. So can't really fall under that umbrella of religion, but you have to fall in the midst of having something spiritual that guides you. And I'm talking about in a positive manner, not none of that negative stuff. It got to be something positive, and it has to be important because in the dating scene, you know what I mean. For me, it has to be important because that tells me your direction. You know what I mean. That tells me that you're just not always being led under your own understanding. It means you open for growth
Yeah,
and learning, and
and I agree.
you know what I mean. And you got to have something
You got to have something that
that's
says
covering.
some. You got to have
It got
something
to be something that's
that keep you.
covering.
You got to have something that keep you grounded. Still, let's say
It
that.
keeps you grounded, but you got to have something covering you in this walk. You get what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
true.
like you can't live. And I say this a lot. People don't really pay attention to it, or maybe never thought about it. Let's put it that way. Or if they do, that's what's up. You got to think about it, man. Just to live to be 21 is a long time on this planet. You know what I'm saying? Yet being 30, yet being the elders to be, whether they 40, 50, 60, 70, or whatever,
Hmm.
you got to understand that is accumulated amount of years that your body, your heart been beating for years. You know what I mean? You got to understand your heart pump while you sleep, while you up. And this been going on for this amount of time. And you know what I mean? For you to still be present, still be in the right mental space for those, or you know what I mean, to still wake up and get to breathe this fresh air. You know what I mean? It's got to be somebody covering you. It ain't just you woke up because you woke up. You know what I mean? I think you gotta have something that is guiding you, that leads your footsteps, and the reason why you are more intentional and purposeful in your walk. I don't I don't I don't think you just walk in and say, you know what I mean, that's my husband right there. You know what I'm saying? And necessarily say that's your husband. That don't work all the time. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
God or Yahweh, um, or Yahshua, however you want to go about it, um, they're guiding your footsteps, and putting you in these places to meet these people. You know what I mean? And if you ain't got a spirit, or you know what I mean, you don't have no spiritual journey or have nothing that you see in the higher power, you know what I mean, hey, that's your preference. But you know what I mean, person that's been covering me, man, hey, I can't give him nothing but love, praise, you know what I mean, and everything, you know what I mean? So I think that's very important when it comes to dating. I think that's very important when you meet a partner. You know what I mean? If you ain't got nothing, if you just existing, and you know what I mean, hopefully you find your way, or hopefully figure out who's guiding you before you part ways with this earth. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it. But what you think, oh?
Um, so I agree with you on that as well. My answer to that is basically you have to believe in something. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So in the case of the matter, it could be spiritual, it could be religion, whatever it is. You have to believe in something. I feel like whatever your beliefs, your religion, whatever it may be, whatever it is, it got to be
Mhm.
something that has to keep you grounded and make sure you stand on a correct path that works for you to be able to let's say this. I want to say succeed in this world. We're not going to say you always going to be successful at everything, but
Mhm.
at least get you by day to day. You know what I'm saying? Without you know what I'm saying having all these worldly things that kind of put more on you than you already have on you. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So in the case of matter for me, that's my answer right now. I kind of don't want to dive too deep in that one because if we do, it's going to take up the rest. We're going to be doing a whole nother show. We're going to be doing a whole nother show on that one. But that's my
Yeah.
answer towards that. You know what I mean? I feel like it is very important to have it in relationships, especially serious relationships that you're dating for a purpose. Um, and also marriages. I think you should have in the marriages. I don't know. I don't know what your religion or belief would be or whatever that is, but I feel like they. It's, I think those things do really matter in marriages. I would say that.
But I'm gonna take it a step further. You know what I mean? I'm gonna extend it a little bit, but I'm gonna think just like you just made a point in marriage, right? If you getting married and you going to the altar, I wanted to know what book you're going to be reading out of, or you know what I mean, who's going to be pastoring, or who you going to choose to speak at your wedding um to put they covering over this relationship, you know what I mean, or this marriage. Like who are you asking to be that third string? You get what I'm saying? Because
Mm,
these are the words that are being spoken in this ceremony. So if you're looking at, I want a relationship, I want marriage, I want all this, and you're not spiritual or none of these things, so why look for all the things that comes with a marriage? Why have the celebration? Why have the ceremony? Why have these things? You know what I mean? You better all just keep walking your walk as boyfriend, girlfriend, you know what I mean? Or
mm-hmm.
whatever the case may be. You feel me? Because it you have to make it make sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just can't say one foot in, one foot out. I don't believe in this, but you know, we're gonna go ahead and get us a pastor. We're gonna get this church, you know, or we're gonna have this ceremony and we're gonna do all the bells and whistles of it. And once it's over with, we did it for the pictures and all that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's kind of like toying around with something that you shouldn't even be playing around with. You know what I mean? That's one thing I look at. Um, and I can get a little further into it too, but I ain't. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This thing can stretch a mile. You know what I mean? It can stretch all the way around the world. You know, if we stay on this topic, but just like I always say, just make it make sense, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Make it make sense.
Yeah. We got. I'm gonna say this real quick. We got 92 people in here right now, man. Like and subscribe to the show, man. It helps with the visibility of the show, man. Like I said, we appreciate everybody that's in here right now. We do appreciate y'all being in here right now. Like seriously, really do. Um, let me see. Next one. This we gonna leave it at this. Matter of fact, it's cool that we diving into this right here.
Hmm.
All right. So after the Bam Adebayo record-breaking performance, Asia Wilson joins him for his post-game interview. She jokingly posted on social media that she no longer held the highest career no longer held the highest career high in the house, but now had a new goal to chase. Now this is a true love and basketball story, I think, to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one right here, I really believe is like a love and basketball whole relationship thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like we don't seen the movie. We seen how I can't even think of old boy name and old girl name in the movie no more. We don't seen it so much when we was young, but I ain't seen it like that recently. But we seen how those two was when they was both in college and broke up and got back together. Even though we know Bam Adebayo and Asia Wilson, they ain't had that experience. But as far as professionals though, this is like one of them love and basketball stories, bro. And honestly, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I like it, bro. I don't even think I ever seen it like in real life, like in this manner. In this manner like this. And these two players are like at the top of their game. We ain't talking about just any hooper who just playing basketball and the other one playing basketball overseas or they're both in the league. They're in that dang NBA with the tag on that. It says NBA, the WNBA and the NBA. They both at the highest level you can take it to in the game of basketball.
For sure.
And I really like their story right now, bro. And you know what the good part about this is? I guarantee they both motivate each other to get better every day, bro. Every day. I guarantee they do. You see one guy they have a down moment. Guess what? That wife or that husband. I don't know if they ever gonna get married anytime soon. But whenever they become that, the other one always gonna try to pick them up and tell them, "Hey, this is what you should have did, or this is what you should have worked on here, and this what you know what I'm saying, whatever." You know what I mean? And that's good to have in your corner, and especially in that profession, because a lot of times we don't ever see this because of the profession. It's so much going on in the sport of basketball, like this, especially on a pro level. You really don't have time for your significant other like that, let alone your family.
Yeah.
But just to see it this way though, man, this dope, bro.
Yeah,
I like it.
And I dig it too. You know what I mean? One thing I gotta say, man, I was looking at it today. And the great part about it, like you said, iron sharpens iron. They currently still playing. You know what I mean? Like she says, it gives her a new goal to pursue in her career. You know what I mean? I don't think about it in the WNBA, bro. It's two different worlds, but you know what I mean? She's one of the best in it. I can say that. You know what I mean? The only funny thing I got to say about it is, man, that's a tall ass couple, man. That shit tall as hell. But I was like thinking about it. I said, God damn, I said, they tall as hell. I wonder how that shit look. You know what I mean? You walk into the room like, and something about with tall women, it's very rarely you see them get a man that's either taller, you know what I mean? But y'all even had on like 6-inch pumps or something like that. And Bam still had the height over. So, you know what I mean? I gotta salute to that, man. You know what I mean? I'm glad that stuff worked out. But boy, they gonna have some goddamn Wendy's, boy. They have some kids, boy. They got they kid gonna come out goddamn about 7 foot, boy, 7'8". I ain't gonna lie, boy. Shoot.
Yeah. All right. So we about to get out of here in a minute. I'm gonna read this one comment down at the bottom down here. We got a lot of comments in. I'm looking at. There's nothing like having a partner who can relate to your career. That's amazing. That's amazing for them. Yeah, it definitely is, and I think that's the bright side of it. Like, at least he know when he comes home. He at least know when he talked to her about some of the challenges he have in his space.
Yeah.
She can literally have that conversation with him without a miss beat on it. Like she understands because she got to go through it too. And it makes it even better because they're both like at the top of their game. Not one of those, like I said, these players that just make it to the league and not really playing like that. You know what I mean? And not seeing it from the other side of it where you are a star. They're both seeing it from that side. And from Asia's point, she's the GOAT in the WNBA right now. She's one of the GOATs right now. She like the LeBron James in the WNBA at this moment right now.
Yeah.
So basically, like I said, yeah, shout out to them, man. Hey, I love it, man.
Hey, man, you got to think about it too now. You know what I mean? Shit. If they end up training together and Asia end up start busting Bam ass, but she might got a chance in the NBA now.
Oh, bro, we ain't doing all that. We ain't finna do all
She
that.
might, boy.
We ain't finna do all that,
She
bro.
got they
Nah,
busting number 83 ass, boy.
we ain't finna do all that. But yeah,
I got a
man.
chance, man.
But we appreciate everybody in here, man. Appreciate y'all coming in here today, man. This was a good show. I know we didn't do the show yesterday, so we had to make up for it for today. We definitely got another show tomorrow, man. I think we're doing 5 o'clock tomorrow, right? 5 p.m. tomorrow Eastern time. Like I said, we appreciate everybody coming in. Please, like I said before, like and subscribe, man. Please, man. This helps with the visibility of the show. Like I said, man, this is not Force and Vibe show. And we out of here, bro. Peace.
Yeah, peace.